Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Marshall Variety channel. It is Jake here, back again with another solo makeup video for you all. And today I'm going to be showing you something quite exciting, just a short little video showing you my everyday makeup. I've started doing some very simple makeup every day now for work, and I'm loving it at the moment. It's making me feel so much better about my skin, how it looks with just a little bit of coverage on top of it, and just do my brows every day, that kind of thing. And yeah, I'm just going to show you all now. So the first thing I do is a good skincare routine. Of course, I did this off camera. I'm not going to show you all of that now, but yes, I definitely recommend doing that, especially in the morning after you get up, because your skin will either be really oily or really dry, whichever way it tends. And sorting that out first will help the makeup to glide on better and also to stay on better throughout the day as well. So I'm going to go do my brows off camera and prime my eyelids as well, because I like to just put that on top to cancel the veins and everything on my eyes and make it a whole consistent colour. But before that, I was going to save talking about this product for a video where I talk about all new makeup, because I've used it here and I've used it in a previous video. I may as well rave now. The new Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Gel. Life-changing product, everybody. This is some incredible, incredible stuff. If you're looking for a really good new brow product where you don't have to use multiple products to really finesse the brows, you can get everything done with one product, then it's definitely this, and some concealer, obviously. This is incredible. It's like a brow mascara, I think a lot of people would call it. This is what the wand looks like on the inside. I got shade Soft Brown, and you'll see what it looks like in a bit when I've done my brows again. It's super, super pigmented, super colourful, so it fills them in great in the middle. And then what I just do then is I run my brush through the spoolie and then shape on top and bottom, and then run some concealer through it. Blend that in and then just finesse the edges. And you can get your brows done in 10 minutes with this. I couldn't get over how great they've been looking since this, and I've even had compliments in work and everything, and I never ever thought I'd get compliments on my brows given how awful they always were. But yeah, so this has really destroyed some of the insecurities I have with my makeup, so I'm really excited about this product, and I really hope that if any of you try this, you let me know what you think, because it's bloody brilliant. It's £19, but you get a lot of stuff. It's like 40 times the amount of product again, like the Benefit one, something like that. And so yeah, so let's go do these brows. See you in a minute. Okay everyone, the brows are done and looking great as usual when I use this product. I'm just really happy with how they turned out, I gotta be honest. I did have a little bit of a mishap on the one side, I won't lie to you all, which is the first time that's actually happened. That was my fault because the concealer went too high, ruined the bloody lines, I had to redo it. But it still took 10 seconds to fix, so that's absolutely no problem. Here's how they both look. Of course, this one is going to be thinner on the tail because they're completely different shapes, but that's as even as I can get them and as similar shapes as I can get them. And concealing out some of the hairs here as well makes it a bit thinner, which is even better. So yeah, obviously the concealing is looking, you know, all uneven and everywhere, but I'm about to cover my face anyway, so it doesn't matter. So the next step is to put on the base, and that is the only step remaining actually. And a little bit of eyeshadow depending on how much time I got to get ready. So we're going to start with the Professional as always. That's the first step of any base for me. It is the best primer in the universe, I think. I'm just going to smooth that into all the areas that we needed. Not the entire face, that is not necessary. And you'd go through so much of this, and it's not a cheap primer to be using all over your face and running out of it constantly. Definitely not. Just T-zone, nose, tiny little bit on the forehead, a little bit on the chin. And then we're going to go in on the sides where we didn't put that and put some of our Sport FX Hydrating Cooling Primer. Hydration is always good, especially when you're wearing some coverage throughout the day. Your skin's going to get dry, so let's make sure it doesn't get too dry by adding in some hydration and some cooling. If any of you are wondering, by the way, the Anastasia Dip Brow Gel comes in a lot of different shades. You haven't got to get a type of brown. There's like 2 different black shades. There's 2 or 3 blonde shades. I think there's 2 like auburny, gingery red shades as well. There's a good shade range there. I think it's about 10 or 11 shades, something like that. So you have lots and lots of options. Obviously get a drink, you know, that's the other tip, because we always get a drink on this channel. Just prime our eyelids a bit quick. Just chuck a little bit of MAC Painterly Paint Pot on, as always. You all know how much I love this stuff. Just a little quick cancelling. And then any of those pesky corner bits, we're just going to go in with the flat paddle brush and just fill that shit in. And then just smooth it out with the Beauty Blender. There's priming done, so now it's time to do the base. So what I do on a day-to-day is I just use the Makeup Revolution Concealer and Define in shade C3, my favourite, the super size. And I do my normal concealer routine, tons here on the nose, concealer on my forehead and chin. And then I just do a couple of dots here to go over this redness, 2 dots here to go over this, and just fill out my forehead. So I basically do a full face of this, but it's heavier in the areas where I normally put concealer, and it's a lot lighter on the outer edges. So I do my normal triangle, as always, and then do a couple of lines down there to conceal out that horrific redness that needs to be gone. Line down the nose. And because you're doing a line down the nose as well, when you blend this all out, it almost like mini contours your nose for you as well, so you haven't got to do that, because I don't do that on a day-to-day basis. It doesn't take long, but there's no need to add an extra step. There's already enough steps. Some on the chin, we'll do a little bit there, a little bit there. And there's our very small amount of concealer hat jokes, yeah. You bet you're all like, oh my god, that's a mask! And I'm like, it sure is, because that's what a bitch needs. And then we're just going to blend it out. And I will most definitely be speeding up and playing music for this part. Cue the cute piano music. So there's that base all laid out, and then we're going to go straight in and bake it with our Rimmel setting powder that I've used in multiple videos now. I'm only going to bake in the usual areas, and then I'll just pound some of the rest of it into the actual face then. As in a lot of the areas, it was a lot less full coverage than others. So let's take some more of this powder, slam it under there. And then for the rest of the parts of my face, I didn't put it on. I'm going to go in with my very, very used and very tattered L'Oreal True Match Foundation Powder. This is in Vanilla Rose. And I'm just going to pound my Parker brush into this and just put that in all the other areas to set all around. And usually while the bake is on, I then go into something to do with eyes. So if I have a little bit more time in the morning, if it's not a super early shift, I will very quickly throw on 2 colours from Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam. I will do that now super quick, since we actually have some time this evening. But if it's an early shift, I don't bother with this step. Instead, all I do is go straight to mascara. But what I'm going to do is just throw 2 colours on with this, go straight into mascara, and then eyes are done. And then all that will be left is adding some colour and some shine. So I'm going to be using the colours that I used the other day, which is, I'm going to use Burnt Orange in the deepest socket to build up some pretty nice reddy, orangey, fiery colour. And then go on top really lightly with some Orange Soda. I have to pack that one on because that one is quite sheer. So let's go in with my, probably the best Morphe brush I bought out of the lot that I did buy, which is the Morphe M506 brush. So this is a tapered blending brush. I use this in my All Pink Extravaganza Get Ready With Me video, so you all know how well it performs from that video. Spoiler alert, I'm still loving the brushes. I still think they're so, so good. Such amazing brushes. So I'm just going to tip into Rustic Deep Orange, tap that off, one more dip as always, and then go right in. If any of you are wondering, I didn't set my eye base. Haven't been doing that for a while, and I've definitely been getting better eye looks as a result. This is just something super simple. I don't see the point of putting a lot of effort into doing some eyeshadow when you're going to put glasses on top of it anyway. But if you've got some extra time, why not be extra, eh? So we're just going to be blending this. You can do this however you want. You can windshield wiper motions like this. You can circle it around. I prefer to pack and then windshield wiper personally. As you can see, it's super nice rusticy orange colour. That's what we like to see. And we're just going to do it on both sides. And build the colour up a little bit. Which takes literally like 5 minutes, because usually, as you all know from my other tutorials, videos I've made on YouTube, eyeshadow normally takes the longest. And thankfully in an everyday tutorial, the base is what takes the longest. Because getting all that concealer and pounded in takes a while. Your arm will be dead by the time you finish it, but it's worth it. It's worth it for good skin. I've also been asked by one of my friends to do an all eyeshadow focused video where I literally just talk about eyeshadow for the whole video and just do it step by step, talk about different techniques, that kind of thing. I'm absolutely up for doing that. Let me know, guys, if you're also up for doing it. I'll do it anyway, no matter what you say. But I do really want to know your feedback on that. Would you like to know? Is there any particular look you'd like to reference in saying, like, oh, I liked what you did here. Can you show me that? That kind of thing. Let me know. Right, just super quick build there, and then we'll just super quick build on the other side as well. And there's just a nice orangey eye colour. It's very pretty. Tap that off. Go into our Avon dry brush cleaner. Still loving this. This is great stuff, this. And just rubbing it off into the AstroTurf, as it were. And then we're just going to pack orange soda. And I'm only going to tap orange soda off once because it's quite a sheer colour. It's a beautiful colour, but it is on the sheer side. So I like to get it a little bit more pigmented and a bit more colourful. And we're just going to build that on top of the previous colour so that we get a seamless blend. If any of you are not used to baking and you're a little bit worried about me leaving it on, it doesn't matter. Like, it'll honestly be fine. It helps set the concealer in place and stops it from creasing. So leaving the bake on during these types of steps is handy. And if you get fallout from your eyeshadow, a good tip is to bake first. And then you can wipe it all away with your big powder brush at the end then. I love this brush. It's such a good brush for this. Definitely excited to explore more Morphe brushes because I've heard so many good things about so many of the brushes. I just decided to do a little sample rather than buying a full set because I knew there'd be some brushes that I wouldn't use. And I have to say, I'm very, very happy with them. I'm noticing how much nicer colours are applying and blending together by using the brushes in the specific ways they're supposed to be used for as well, which is awesome. I definitely think Morphe and Real Techniques are the ways to go, especially if you don't want to buy really expensive designer luxury brushes, which, you know, some will, and I don't intend on doing that. I'd much rather buy myself a nice luxury eyeshadow palette and just some good brushes. They don't necessarily have to be the best in the biz, do you know what I mean? As long as they get the job done and they do it nicely, I am happy. And there we go, just a super simple wash of oranginess and it's a little bit deeper below. If you want, you can dip back into the deep colour if you have extra time and just deepen it a tiny bit more now that you've put the light colour on. Just to really, really, really get in there. Like, see how my eye, I could actually move my actual eyeball right in there. And there we go. What you do next is completely personal preference. You can just leave it as it is, or you can pack something white on the lid if you want to finish it off. Because we're here now, I'll do that, why not? God, that's such a pigmented colour. This is the colour Tempera. in the Soft Glam eyeshadow palette. These are all from Soft Glam. But this colour is also in Modern Renaissance as well. So if that's the palette you do have and you're going with some everyday colours from that one, you can also finish it off with this step as well if you like. For this I'm using a Morphe M431 pencil brush. Best pencil brush I've ever used, hands down. It is so precise and it has a great tip for this kind of thing. And for blending it in, making sure we're not getting too many mistakes or anything like that. See how that just adds a nice lightness to the eye. And you don't have to worry about it being super mega duper blended or anything like that. As long as it gets the job done and it looks nice like that, that's all you need. Alright, eye look is done. We haven't got to do anything else with that now. So now we can actually do our mascara to finish the eyes off. You can throw a liner in the waterline as well if you want to. I'm not going to bother with that because it'd be gone by the end of the day anyways. There's no point in putting it on in the first place. I only do that for nights out, special occasions, that kind of thing. I'm using the Too Faced Better Than Sex waterproof mascara as always. Love this stuff. Don't forget to curl your lashes first as well, of course. I don't tend to put bottom mascara on for every day because one, transfers on me no matter whether it's waterproof or plain. I just don't bother with it. I could put some clear on as well, but I actually don't know where my clear mascara is at the moment. So whenever I find that, I'll actually stop putting that on my bottoms. But some of the top mascara transfers to the bottom anyway. So it does give you a little bit of a lengthening. I like this mascara a lot because it lengthens, it volumizes, but it does give you that sort of like good clump where it's not like tarantula spider legs. It's just makes them look really full. As you can see, they look a lot, you could see a lot better just now when I had just the one eye done, but and as you've seen in my descriptions, this is a mini as well, and you get so much product for a mini, and it's only a tenner compared with 19 for the full size. But to be honest, given how good the mini is, I'd probably give the full size a go as well in the future, but not when we're on a budget, we won't. There we go, see how much length that gave us? And how much volume? Just opens up your eyes and it just looks so, you look so awake and you look so ready to take on the day, which is exactly the point of the whole thing. Now we're just going to take our Real Techniques blush brush, which I've cleaned off in the dry brush cleaner, and then we're just going to dust off our beak. And now all that's left to do is to complete the base. And to do that, we're just going to add some colour back in because even though this concealer is a good match for my skin tone, it's more on the pale side and I like to be a tiny bit darker than that. So we're just going to take good old Hoola bronzer and just going to do what we always do with it. Tap, tap, tap. I'm going to rub it off on our hands a little bit and then we're just going to warm up the face. I like to apply it this way first, get that crescent moon in place, and then go in and blend it with circular motions. All of that, of course, comes down to personal preference. You can do it however you like. And what's good about Hoola bronzer is that it blends so effortlessly that you don't have to spend a long time doing it. So if you've only got a couple of minutes to chuck some quick bronzer on, then you haven't got to worry about, oh god, I need to spend 10 minutes blending it. No, you don't. Alright, this side one. And then grab a little bit more. Get rid of most of it. And then just complete the other side so we get a nice, mostly full circle. As you can see, that added some nice warmth to the face, so we look a bit more alive today. We don't look deathly, which is great. And then last but not least, of course that would be setting spray, but I'm not going to waste setting spray on this video because who needs to do that when setting spray ain't cheap? Clean up any lines you might need to, like this. Obviously we all get, well, not we all, but I always transfer a little bit of mascara, so let's get rid of that little bit there, and that little bit there, and a bit there. Okay, that's sorted, and then last step is highlighter. And I like to use the pink highlighter I used in my other video. This is Makeup Revolution's Baked Highlighter Vivid in Peach Lights. And I don't like to go so super in your face, icy blinding every day. I just like a nice blind if you look in the light for every day. So still nothing subtle because I'm not about that life. I still pack it on and put tons and tons and tons on. Like when it comes to highlighter, my thing is never tap the brush off, because if you want to blind, don't tap the brush off. Obviously tap it off like hell if you don't, but if you want to blind, just go straight on with highlighter. Like it literally doesn't even matter. See, nice little bit on both sides. Then we're going to do a bit on the chin. Tiny bit on the Cupid's bow area. And then we're going to do just some random smashes of it in the centers, in the corners of the forehead. And then we're going to take our pencil brush from earlier, which we will clean off. And then dip into there, and then this is perfect for contouring down the nose. This is perfect for highlighting down the nose. We didn't contour it. We didn't need to really, because that's way too extra for every day. And just put on what we normally do, but just not as much of it. And then just beauty blend either side to shape it out a tiny bit. And then we pop some of this in the inner corners to bring some light to the eyes. And also, if you fancy it, drag some along the brow bone as well. And there we go, everybody. So that is the final look. If you want to be super, super extra, you can throw on some sexy mother pucker if you want. I don't normally do that, but you can, and why not? Who doesn't want juicy ass lips, especially when you're in work and you can't drink all the time, so they are going to get a little dry, so that could help you with that. So that is everything. I've done every step possible, and I think that's all that's required for an everyday look. You don't really need the eyeshadow if you don't want to, but everything else I think leaves as a nice minimum. Getting your base done, getting your brows done, because brows really frame the face, and open your eyes a little bit with some mascara and just cancel out the veins on your lids. And I've been feeling really great about this ever since I started doing it. It makes me feel more confident when I'm in work, more confident about my skin, and because all this is such good makeup that stays on, you haven't got to worry about touching your face. It's not going to melt off you, unless of course it's like 100 degrees, but you know, we're not experiencing that in this country, that's for sure. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and And stay tuned for my next 2 videos. The next one is going to be quite exciting because obviously it's going to be the new makeup video. I've been saving up a lot of new products for you all, so please look forward to that. And please like, comment and subscribe to our channel. We're so close to 100 subscribers and we cannot believe it. The support the channel is getting is absolutely incredible. It's humbling us both. We just don't know what to say. We're so shook by it. We're like, oh my gosh, on a daily basis. And oh, and if you want the eyeshadow video, let me know. Give me some questions and comment in the comments below. Ring the bell to get notified for all our future videos, of course. Plenty more coming from us both. A cooking tutorial for my mother coming very soon. It's finally done. All right, thank you all so much. Love you all and have a fabulous evening. Bye, guys.